Shevchenko, Lind, Neto all combining. Neto into Kuzminik, Rasaikov with the shot.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Shakhtar, where in today's episode we have got two games to wrap off the season. You know, it's been an interesting season for us. It's been good at times, but ultimately I think it's been a one where we've stalled. Let's just put it that way. The season where I feel like there's been a lapse in progression. Last season, really good. We fought past a lot of our issues. Season before that, obviously went out around here than we would have liked, but we played really well. Took that experience of not being able to beat big teams, kind of into the next season. This season, it's not been a good one. The Chelsea battering that we underwent, it was disappointing. It was disappointing, but we have to use that now as an experience and go into the summer very intently with the signings and see who we can bring in now. It will be a very good summer. Some of the players I have shortlisted, I'm confident I can bring them in. We've had we've scouted some amazing players, and I think if we can attract them, then we would. Start to build that squad for the end game that wins us the Champions League and completes that task that we've been wanting to do. We've felt like we've got close to, but it's still so far away. But today we've got two games coming up. The first against Zoria, a team who've given us quite a tough time. One of the only two teams we've drawn against in this season, I think. No, we have actually. We've beaten them once. I don't know what the draw is here. Was it from? Where is it from? Let's go and take a look down the bottom here. It was in the league. Oh yeah, I remember that actually. They gave us our only 0-0 draw. I think or the only game we've scored a goal, I think, ever. We've not scored a goal against them, so pretty impressive that that's the case. We have won 30 times out of 37 games. They've only beaten us once. That's quite the impressive record, as you can see there. We've lost twice, actually. I don't know why it says once. I think this must be domestically, but that's quite an incredible record, really, against a team who's constantly been here, or they have been for quite a number of years. They did go down, but then got back up after 2 years. And then after that, we've got the Ukrainian Cup final, the chance to win the trophy for the fourth year in a row, I think it is now. Yeah, as you can see, which would be an amazing achievement for us. We have received a new contract, another 4 years. We've been tied down, which is always nice, and 5-star reputation, everything perfect. And where was I going to go and look now? I was going to go and look. I don't know what it was. I mean, we can take a look at our career stats if we want to. What's going on here? As you can see, we've had our 4 jobs. We've played. I mean, if we go back, we could see overall, or can we see overall here? Yeah, 754 games, 479. 117 drawn, 158 lost. That's a very impressive record, to be honest. Quite happy with that. A goal difference of nearly 1,000. Now that's a good thing. Most of that being boosted by our time here in Shakhtar. The thing I was going to show you was our trophies, the amount of trophies that we've won. If we go to job history, look at all them. I mean, these are all like manager of the weeks, I'm pretty sure. We haven't won as many this year, which is crazy, but as you can see, in our time in Shakhtar, we have won 5, 8, 10, 12 trophies. But I think so. It's going to take a lot to top what we did in that final season with Tromsø. Unexpected that we did it. I didn't think we could complete it because our focus was so much on the trying to win the Conference League that the cup and the league weren't considered. But we were a very elite team. That's why we won the Conference League. But we're on to a different place now. Here in Shakhtar, we're trying to win the Champions League, and that will make a return in 2 episodes time. But first, we've got a game against Zoria. Let's go straight to it at the Donbass Arena. We are already league champions, but let's go and play our penultimate home game. So the team for this game against Zoria, injuries, suspension still plaguing us. As you can see down here, we have 5 players still out. Depth is definitely an issue that will be sorted this summer, but nonetheless, the team starts with Enrique in goal, backline of Antonio, Ryazanov, Zharov, and Kortazar, Ochoa, Kravchuk, and Neto in the midfield. We've got Rysakov on the left, Shevchenko on the right, and Kuzminik up top. Kick off here in this game against Zoria. There's an early chance here, Ryazanov with the shot, and he does put it away. Whether or not it will stand, we'll have to see. We have just received a guard of honour from Zoria. Now, one thing I actually don't realise is that this is a local derby against Zoria. They are in they're Zoria Luhansk, and obviously we are Shakhtar Donetsk, and two places in the Donbass, and we are yeah, we're local rivals, and that's we've just received a guard of honour from them. It's like when who was it? Who gave who? Because all I remember from it was Robin van Persie got a guard of honour from his old team. I have a feeling it was Arsenal gave it to Man United. I'm not too sure though. I think that's what it was. But yeah, we got a guard of honour. Always nice. We topped the league, still unbeaten. So that means in 5 seasons we've only lost 4 domestic games, I think it is, which is it's not bad. It's not bad, to be fair. 120 league games, only 4 losses. That's pretty impressive. What a goal that is from Shevchenko. And one thing's for certain, he is always going to keep on scoring. His 30th goal of the season. And the thing I've been thinking about though with these guys is, you know, Rysakov, Kuzminik, Shevchenko. Not even Kuzminik. I don't think he's even forced himself into this argument anymore. I see it particularly with Shevchenko and Rysakov. They are like domestic beasts. Like they're so good in the leagues and stuff. But when it comes to going into that European football, whether or not they have the qualities of a European player, I think they do. But they must show it at a much better level. They've got to be much better for us. We need more goals from them. Realistically, you know, in big games, are they turning up? And we're getting put under a lot of pressure in the defense, and the defenders are very, very capable. We signed very, very capable defenders, but you know, are the attackers doing enough? We have to raise the questions, and you know, we've had them there domestically for the rules, and obviously I've always said that they would get into the team anyway, but you know, we have to make tough decisions sometimes. We do have to make tough decisions, and if that's one of them as part of trying to get to the winning of the Champions League, then I guess it's what we have to consider. So potentially we look into bringing in some attackers in this transfer window. We'll have to see. They'll definitely be getting competition to keep them on their toes and potentially even improving their position. Ryazanov squares his Kuzminik is there, and he makes it 3-0. And one thing's for certain, when you say something against him, he'll always find an answer for it. 17 goals though, 16 of those in the league, I think. It might be even a little bit less, but and a bit more in the Champions League. But is that the numbers we want? You know, Shevchenko, we scored 30 goals this season. Very, very impressive numbers. I don't know the last time he's done a season like this in the league. I don't know how long it's been since he's had one. I mean, it's his best ever, or this season 2 years ago. But if he gets 2 more goals, which he's got already one in this game, if he gets just a few more in the remaining games, he's played less games because obviously we rotate him sometimes, he would have his best ever. He's had over a goal a game there, as you can see, his best ever campaign. He's got some in the continental competitions as well, but could we get a bit more out of him? It's something I'm not saying I doubt him, but I think it's more a case of we could definitely, you know, still get a bit more potential out of him. He can still perform at that level. Rysakov as well, he's a really complete player, really, really complete. You know, he's got like 40 goals and assists this season, but as I say, it's domestically as well. That's the key with them too. I mean, you can take a look for yourself. 9 goals and 17 assists. It's his best ever season in the league by the looks of it, and that's what you want from a winger. That's what you want. He also he's got okay numbers in the Champions League. Could be a little bit better, but for 9 appearances, I guess that's not too bad. Has he played for his country as well this year? Yeah, he has, which is nice to see. Got himself a few caps there, so he is clearly a decent player. But Kuzminik, there's got to be questions raised. There has to be questions raised. He's not putting up the numbers like he used to, and at 32, what more can we do with him? I'm not too sure. we'll have to consider it as something we have to consider. Obviously, he's had a good game here, but you can be good domestically, but we need them on the big games, and we've just lost 9-0 to Chelsea. We didn't get a look in at all. We were relying on set pieces in the hope that we could get a goal, and that is not good enough. This team needs to be beating elite teams and beating them with conviction, by putting in good displays, playing good football, playing this pressing football, attacking football that the board wants us to do. And whether or not that comes with Kuzminik, I guess we'll have to make the decision. I think it'll be a good transfer window. Obviously, we'll get lots of money, and I think we spend the money quite well. I think I've improved quite a lot of my transfers, but I guess that's the thing when I've got lots of money. It's good. I think maybe it's a case of initially I never know what I want to sign because I've got to give players a chance and stuff like that. I also sell a lot of players and just stick with the squad that I've got for a while because I've picked the best players out of a load of them to play for the team. I think that is something. I think that could be the case, but it's something we have to. All these things will have to be considered. But I think it is going to be a very, very interesting summer. The players we bring in, more Galacticos, more big players. We could be approaching a full Galactico 11. I mean, Lind, I guess you could say, is one. Whether Cambindo is or not is still on the fence. There's still potential to be exploited in him, but we'll have to see. And yeah, I mean, there's decisions to be made. We'll have to see. But in tomorrow's episode, it's going to be a very interesting one. The full-time whistle goes here, though, and it's been a comfortable win against Zoria. And finally, the team for this cup final, the Ukrainian cup final at the Olympijski, I assume. I always assume. I mean, I don't know why I just don't go and take a look at where it is. It is at the Olympijski there, as you can see. Against Rukh, Lviv starts with Enrique in goal, a backline of Cambindo, Lozano, Ryazanov, and Cortazar. Ochoa, Lind, Neto in the midfield. We've got Rysakov on the left, Shevchenko on the right, Kuzminik up top, and everyone has just decided to miraculously return. How convenient. As the two teams have come out here for this cup final, we had the walkout, everything, and now it's down to business. Rysakov plays this ball in back post. Cammindo's there, he doesn't manage to win that, but it falls to Ryazanov. In his last game for the club, he was one of the Ukrainians who we bought in. He was actually from our academy. He's got a move to Panathinaikos. Rysakov's in behind here. Rysakov with the shot, and that is 1-0 here in this Ukrainian Cup final. Surely he's onside. He looked like he timed his run very, very well. The decision is going to be goal given. Rysakov scores in the Ukrainian Cup final. Of course he does, and that is a goal inside 1 minute. Surely on for our fourth Ukrainian Cup in a row. What an achievement that would be for us. But yeah, Ryazanov is going to leave. He never really broke into the team as much as maybe the other guys did, but in 2 seasons he's always been a good servant, and he's won himself a move whilst he's still quite young to Panathinaikos, who play in the Champions League, so it should be a very, very good move for him. And yeah, hopefully he goes and does value as part of an important time at the club. He's been there for the semi-final, and yeah, he'll leave with some very, very good memories, and we can only consider him a servant. Came in, he knew what his job was, and overall he's been very, very good, and hopefully he can find himself something here in this game and come away with a medal, as Cortazar finds himself on the ball. Shevchenko, Lind, Neto all combined. Neto into Kuzminik, Rysakov with the shot. What a goal that is from Rysakov. 2-0 here in this cup final. Surely that's onside as well. I don't know why it would be offside, because he was just pretty idle, to be fair, on that far side. It is onside. 2-0 here in this cup final. This is much better than in the Champions League. If only we could take this into the Champions League. I mean, with the players who we were trying to sign, with that better attack, we could hopefully score the goals that will get us there, and we can be a bit more effective. We probably, the tactics will maybe change a little bit. There might be a complete change in the formation, so I definitely think a bit of a refresh is required. You can derive from tactics too much, and then when you look back after a while. I mean, it's been 5 years we've been on these tactics, but a lot of things will have changed, and the players will have got used to things, and maybe we want to take that out. Obviously we'll have that pre-season to retrain it and get straight back into it, but it could change, so we go back to the Jaeger pressing as we more typically know it, and it could be beneficial. Shevchenko's in behind here, 3-0, that one's offside. We're at the third time's the charm for the referee. He can get his offside goal finally. I don't know why they're checking each and every one, but I guess that's what we're doing. Is this off? It is offside. It is offside. But yeah, I think a refresh will be good because we might actually even bring it back to being simpler tactics. And I think in times of, I don't think we're in crisis. I just think we've got the problems to resolve. But in times where teams are having issues working together, new players coming in, maybe the roles are not working out well. I think a good thing to do is just go back to basics, play football how it's meant to be played. I think pressing is and the reason we picked it because in the Champions League it's the type of football you need. You need to be playing something, similar is probably the word to describe it, but at the same time, what you do with that possession I think is quite relative. You can change that and adapt that, and if we make some nice attacking football, then that could be the way to go. That is Ouattara on the ball. That is not Amara Ouattara. I don't know if he's related to him, but we'll take a look at how he's doing. Is he still at Real Madrid? He's at Chelsea now. He is at Chelsea. No way did he play yesterday. No way did he play. He had 10 games with Real Madrid. Now he's gone to Chelsea. He's got himself a goal in the Premier League. Let's go and take a look. Did he play yesterday? Surely he did not play. That would be. I don't know. I have a feeling we did not see him. Ouattara was he on the bench? He was not on the bench here. I don't know when he signed. Was this past January? Yeah, it was. So he's not here. I cannot see him there. But if we go to the first leg, we'll go and take a look. Did he play in this game? Ouattara, where are we? He is not at left back there, but he's not there. So that's interesting. He must just play in the league or something, unless he plays in the Champions League. That's just quite interesting. That I never even realised he's gone there. But you can see the quality of players that their side is. It's a shame we didn't keep him, but I guess we can't complain too much. He's played 6 Champions League games. Here's the final: Man United versus AC Milan. How did Chelsea do after that? They beat Liverpool, which was quite interesting. That's semi-final, by the way. Benfica, AC Milan, Chelsea, Man United, and then Chelsea lost to Man United. Classic game, and Benfica lost out to AC Milan. What an interesting league, Champions League campaign that is. Overall, it's quite. I would have noticed, Man United getting back in there. They won the Europa League a few years ago. At this point in history, so it makes sense. Zhanov has developed himself. Can he play? He can play left back. No way can Zhanov play left back. He's played 17 league games for us. He's a very consistent option at the back and does the job for us, which is good. I didn't know he could play left back though. That's interesting. He is a right footer. Neto with the shot. He just puts it over there. So unlucky to not get a third goal here in this game, but as I say, we are playing absolutely incredible, and this is good. At least we're playing well domestically. We could be in bad form domestically, but we've been really, really good. Unbeaten, as I say, after 27 games, and I don't think we've even had a tough game, to be honest. I don't know if we've even got a goal down any game. It's just been a case of only commentary, pretty much. So it's been very, very impressive, and we've got no cause for complaint. But Rukh do get themselves a goal here in this game. It's Ouattara, of all people, to score it. As I say, I don't know if he's related. It's quite. I feel like I've never seen the surname Ouattara very often. So I know there's a player. There is a player called Ouattara, but it's not a surname I've come across too many times. So potentially related. He is from the Ivory Coast, and Ouattara is French, but there's potential that they still could be related, representing different nationalities here. Can we get a final goal here in this final quarters on? Into Lind, into Ochoa, tries to find Kuzminik, but nothing comes for us. And now we need to be just proceed with a bit of caution. Nothing wrong with that. Just make sure nothing happens here. But Rasakov does his defensive duties. I think that is something we could tap into. His defensive ability is really, really, really solid. To be fair, he is obviously a wing back, and if we could train him to potentially get natural in that role, it could be the way to go forward. We'll have to find out. Shevchenko finds Kuzminik over the top. 1-on-1. Kuzminik with the effort, and is this going to be disallowed? This is so annoying. Why do we have to have every goal checked? It just takes the fun out of it. But the decision is going to be goal given, and that is 3-1 here in this cup final. It's Kuzminik with the goal to make it 3-1 here. We are going on to our fourth Ukrainian Cup final. The intro song is not coming out. Not the intro and outro song. It's not coming out. We've won it 4 times now. You've seen 4 finals that we've won. Obviously, didn't win the first one, but still, it's not coming out for this. We've won it too many times to do that now. And the only other time where it could come out now, probably the Champions League. I don't know if Viva La Vida will come out again. We'll have to see, but hopefully it does. I know it has a very opposite meaning for why we use it. Shevchenko fight. He's pretty wide. Why? Wow. Anyway, Viva La Vida. I know it's got an alternate meaning to how we use it, but at the same time, I like the tune. And I think it makes for quite epic moments, to be honest. We're going to make a few changes here. Jackson on for his final game with the club. He will be leaving us. He was our first ever signing. We signed him for 1 million, I think it was. Yeah, 1.7 million. Put up some good numbers over the years. Bit a good rotation player. Didn't really have good form this year. And at 32 years of age, we'll let him go, and hopefully he can go and find himself a good club where he could go on and have, hopefully, what would be a key role. I'd like to think he could get another club. He's a similar ability these days to what Mauro Couto was, but reputation-wise, he's played for us, but he's also he came from Fenerbahce, so there's no reason why he can't go and find himself a good team. As the full-time whistle goes here, we have done it. We have won ourselves another Ukrainian Cup. A very, very impressive display as ever, and that's our 8th domestic. Oh no, if you count the Super Cup, 12th domestic trophy, I think it is, or 12th domestic trophy, because we've won. Or it might be 13th actually. We've lost one Super Cup final, lost one Ukrainian Cup final. We've won all the Premier Leagues, 4 plus 4 plus 5. 13th domestic trophy. We have won the Ukrainian Cup. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.